What really stood out is the continuing struggle between living expenses and debt on the one side and saving for retirement. More and more people are finding it difficult to save for retirement, and 59% of our pensioners actually find it difficult to make ends meet at the end of the month. And all too often, the end result you see is directly linked to people's decisions they make when they're saving for retirement. And this has a big negative impact on these members. From our principal officers, they expect that only 29% of their members can actually retire comfortably one of these days. One of the most significant shifts for defined contribution funds have been to move away from just focusing on how much assets a member builds up during his working lifetime to what's actually needed in income in retirement. And we see that a lot of funds these days, 45% of them, actually do have a stated target pension that they work towards. Most of the time this is expressed in the form of a replacement ratio, and the average replacement ratio that funds aim for is 72%. What's also pleasing is that more and more funds are aligning the whole design of their fund to the stated target pension. We see more than 60% of funds aligning the savings rate that members have to the target pension, and also a large number of them believe that if members invest in the default investment options, that 3/4 of them will be able to achieve the target pension. This year we decided to look at a certain subgroup of pensioners, those earning more than 25,000 rand a month, and compare them against a standard group of pensioners and see what the difference in results are. And it was quite striking, especially if you look at the decisions that people make before retirement and what the end result is after retirement. Now, these decisions aren't massive. Everyone can do them. They start saving a bit earlier, they save slightly longer, they have additional savings like retirement annuity, and they're much more likely to use a financial advisor. More than 90% see a financial advisor for retirement. And crucially, very few of them take their retirement savings in cash when they change jobs. And the end result is remarkable. They're more than double as likely to be confident that they have enough capital to last for their lives. They're less than half as likely to have a shortfall between expenses and income in retirement. They have much lower debt levels, and they're more likely to still have medical aid after retirement. So everyone can make these kinds of changes. And just remarkable that this supergroup can incrementally stack things in their favor as they move towards retirement. So some of the other trends we've seen is far greater accountability amongst trustees. 80% of them now consider themselves responsible for ensuring that their members have a good retirement outcome, instead of just focusing on fund governance and fund compliance. And this feeds throughout the whole lifetime of a member. And they're changing the fund governance structure to actually look at that going forward. And what trustees are doing is they're nudging members at every opportunity a member has to make a decision into the right direction, and so incrementally stack the odds in their favor so they have a successful retirement.